Hi, thank you for coming here, allowing me to interview you. It's been a while in the making, but it's good to finally have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Would you?
As you can see, I am using the light of my computer because my room is filled with darkness.
Yeah, not exactly the best lighting situation, but
Yeah,
you do what you can, eh?
yeah.
You there?
Darkness.
Yeah,
Yeah, darkness. Yeah.
I can see a deep red glow creep onto you every single time you look behind you. It's a yeah. Would you look at that?
Those are the sins I've done.
Yeah, yeah, that looks fantastic, doesn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be a main state of you. Anyway, would you like to say your name for the interview?
Hi, I am Holden Mitchell Kelly. I have created the entire movie verse where I make like movies of characters like Holden in Space, the Monsieur Krabs movie, even the movie where the Kid Nation movie, yeah,
Oh, all right. Well,
where it's a hot take of Kid Nation but horror.
all right. I haven't seen a majority of those movies, which I apologize for. I'll be certain to go see them. Anyone here, from my experience with Holden here, he's quite the artist, so I would strongly recommend you go see his works as well.
Yeah,
Otherwise, might as well get on to the interview while we can. Don't want to make this too long. People don't really like sitting around listening to two people talk for more than an hour. So the
they
the
have.
main the main points I wanna kind of hammer down here for this interview is a new beef. Would you call it? I don't exactly know what term you want to use. A new engagement online between you and another YouTuber, Mega Man 690, and in his accomplice Ultra Slogo Man.
I mean, it's not really beef. I'm just the storyline's kind of dumb.
Do you mind to elaborate?
Okay, so the entire Ultra Mega Army storyline is filled with rip-offs of versions of different storylines from different movies.
Yeah.
Like, like the season one of the Ultra Mega Army, where the entire comic thing that's stolen from Avatar,
I see.
the
So,
file, and that's stolen from Avatar, the Last Airbender. Season I think he's kind of stopped ripping off. Although he does meet the Avatar team in season two, both the Avatar team, Mortal Kombat, Scorpion, Sub Zero, and
okay.
then oh yeah, season one is kind of ended in a weird one because it was dedicated to Chadwick Boseman,
Chadwick Boseman, the late
who's
actor of uh oh
Black Panther.
yes, thank you. I forgot his name. Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
you don't have to be too professional with me. I'm just holding Mitchell Kelly.
all right, thank you. Otherwise, so from what I'm hearing, your main complaint is that his work is too unoriginal, that it uses too many characters
Yes,
from other uh, franchises. Is that correct?
yes. Literally, season five is literally No Way Home and Endgame.
Okay, is that your only complaint?
No.
All right. Well, we'll get to those otherwise. So that's obviously why you have your. What term would you like to use to categorize? Because I don't know. You said you didn't want beef, but I don't really know what to use
I
otherwise.
mean, it's not really beef. It's like more annoyance
Okay,
than beef.
so I guess rivalry.
Not really.
Nah, I'll just use engagement because it's neutral. Otherwise,
Yeah.
so you have this engagement, and I've heard that you are planning to release either a video or a series of videos. I'm unsure exactly on the prospect. Uh, I guess in a way to respond or combat Mega Man 690 on his content. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What will these videos entail?
Um. Well, it's going to tell like a lot of research I put into the series. I had to watch all of Mega Man 690's crap. I had to watch all of X Ultra's logos crap. I had to watch all of the Ultra Mega Army, which is a lot of stuff. If you
Mm.
see how many episodes X Ultra's logo has, it's too much. And then there's like another series before that, but that's gone now, I guess.
All right. So yeah, you had to watch all of Mega Man's content in order to gain this research.
Yes, and I also had to do my own research for myself,
Of
the
course.
whole space version of myself.
I imagine you don't want to show this research, but can you contextualize how much research there is to really put in how in depth to put into detail how in depth this video is going to be?
Let me get the research for Mega Man 690.
Okay,
You just had to wait a sec.
I'll be fine. Again, anyone watching, I am the interviewer. Nothing more, nothing less.
And I own your bones.
And he owns your bones. That is correct.
Yep.
I am currently doing a sub series on the local internet competition or engagement, whichever one you would like to use, between Holden and Mega Man 690, two local YouTubers.
So he has like different types of forms, like a water form, a fire form, an icy form. But I've also like done like what he has done. Like he can like dodge light.
Dodge light, you say?
Yes.
Faster than light is quite an ability.
Yes. He also have people that could destroy the earth. Um he also somehow saved people from acid when he sucked the acid out of the pool, even though the people were in the acid.
Huh. Yes, I understand how that could be quite strange.
Oh yeah, this is just not part of the feat, but I had to like point this out. He kind of Mega Man 690 kind of forgets like the girlfriends he has.
He forgets the girlfriends he has?
He's like has like three of them. Like the first one was Lily. The second one was Mega Girl, which just looks like a different version of himself, but female,
Okay.
which which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that is implying either incest or self-cest, which is
Yeah, he kind of
worrying.
looks like yeah. And also third, Go Go Kitty,
Go Go Kitty?
which was recently introduced in season 5,
I
and
understand
then
that Go Go Kitty is themselves another Gacha Life YouTuber from Germany.
yes,
So
I'm surprised you've done research for this.
I've done a little bit of research myself, not too much, but as far as I'm concerned, there is no official relationship, at least, like I said,
I
official,
don't know, man. I've
between.
seen the episodes. There's some sexual tension.
Okay, well that's interesting. I'll be sure to mention that on his interview. Which yes, there'll be an interview on Mega Man 690 happening in the next couple of days.
Really? And oh,
Yes. Again, I want to categorize this as much as I can from start to finish. Most interviewers are only able to categorize or learn about information after the happenstance. I personally like to get onto things before, during, and after to get a full picture. So that is why I'm.
so yeah.
So obviously, you've done a lot of research on this person.
I've done a lot of research, and literally, I saw like the 8th episode. It has to be the most confusing thing I've ever seen. Episode 8 of season 5.
All right,
Ultron just suddenly appears out of nowhere.
Ultron, you say, from the
Yes, he was
MCU.
not both the Marvel and MCU universe, but I guess he's using MCU Ultron because I don't think he reads the comics.
Huh. Uh, uh, well, in my research, I did learn that his most recent videos uh, is not the end of the series he's currently doing. In fact, he is in the midway of completing his finale for his series, in which then he has promised to stop making gacha content altogether. Do you
I am
plan
well
on?
aware.
Do you plan on releasing this video afterwards, like as a direct response? Are you waiting for those to be done in order so you can complete your research on all of his content?
Yeah. Like after all the after he finishes this series, I have to like research what his character can do. Like the final episode, I need to research what he does. And I'll be honest, his character probably dies instead of Slowpoke Man because I've seen like the original season finale, and he dies in it, and he's just stealing that from Endgame.
Yes, I have also watched the original series before it disappeared. Uh, do you believe that it's going to come out? Because I'm sorry, I must rephrase. I have a bit of a stuttering issue here.
That's
Uh,
okay.
the At least from what I can tell, this current series is panning out quite similarly to how his old series panned out. If that's either purposeful on his behalf, or if that's just happenstance that he has a certain uh, lean towards that type of content. Do you believe that the ending of this series will result similarly, if not identical, to how the original series ended?
Oh, fucking course it is.
Okay, okay, good to know. Uh, in one of his streams, they were watching that exact finale, and one of his accomplices, what I could imagine is his closest accomplice, a certain ex Ultra Slogo man.
Oh yeah, they hate bear claws.
Indeed, I've seen that. He mentions within that clip that his character has the power to bring people back to life, such in a matter such as force healing. Do you believe that now this ability has been canonized by Ex Ultra Slogo, that there was a chance that when Mega Man dies, which he is most certainly going to, that he might be brought back by Ex Ultra Slogo?
I'll be honest, I don't think Mega Man's going to do that because in in the original one, I've also seen the live stream of it. Once Ultra ex Ultra Sloko said that, like, hey, my people can heal characters from the dead. These characters are dumb, and then he just says he just Fernando just didn't care.
All right, so you believe that the general disregarding of the statement by Fernando implies that he is not going to use his special powers of
I
healing
don't think
anymore.
he cares enough to.
Okay. Otherwise,
He needs to follow the exact movie plot of Endgame
that is
so
okay.
he can get the ending that he wants.
Okay, that's good to understand. More back, if you don't mind, we push this conversation back to the topic of your video or videos coming out in your engagement with Mega Man 690 or Fernando. Uh, would you like to give a sneak peek of some sort to what that video is going to be? Obviously, you made a lot of research, but I don't exactly know where that research is going. If you would like to elaborate.
Okay, so it's going, as you know, it's going to be like Pull from Space versus Mega Man 690,
Yeah.
which the connections are there are two different versions of real life people,
Okay.
and they can do crazy shit. So this is going to be like a shittier death battle kind of.
Okay.
Like it's called random slideshow battles. As you can tell from the title, it's probably going to be a slideshow.
I made such an assumption. Yes.
Yes. So it's just going to be pictures with text. It's probably going to be animated more better than what the entire Mega
UMA.
Man series. Yeah, UMA series. Yeah. Sorry for my words.
Oh no, no worries.
I just had to think.
Of course.
So this research, this research is going to be like a a hardcore death battle, but
I
the,
see.
the characters don't really know each other, so
All right.
and then like they fight, and then there's going to be like a winner.
So, in the similar sense to Death Battle, they are going to meet under unusual circumstances, engage in battle, and based off your research in very similar ways to how Death Battle themselves do it, you're going to choose a winner. Considering that you yourself are participating in this battle as one of the contestants, do you believe that your personal biases may affect the results?
Oh, I don't care about my personal biases.
So you are
Um,
saying that you believe you are unbiased enough that if the research leads to a absolute victory for Mega Man 690, you will portray it as such.
yes,
Okay.
like his character can dodge light, while my character can like destroy a black hole. So I think it's fair.
All right. Do you plan on releasing this research once the video is itself released in order to act as a form of evidence for your battle.
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, I'm gonna move back to Mega Man 690 now, if you don't mind.
Okay, we've been talking about him for a while.
All right. Mega Man 690, as I said earlier, has been planning to stop their Gacha Life series entirely. Now, it is well known, at least by me, that his YouTube channel, although has varied content, more now Fortnite, back in his earlier days, Minecraft to a certain degree, a lot of Smash, Halo, but despite all that, his channel has been dominated by quite the majority by specifically Gacha Life content, and specifically on that, Gacha Life content about his Mega Man UMA series.
Yeah.
To suddenly stop seems, well, yes, he's been doing it for a while, seems strange for a person who commits almost solely to Gacha Life content. Do you believe that he will legitimately stop after his final series, or do you believe that either that was a joke, a bait, or if he will just simply change his mind after the fact?
Honestly, I'm not sure. He probably isn't going to stop, but like he seems like he's probably going to like move on for the series, but just I kind of respect kind of.
All right.
So he's like stopping like this thing that he's been doing for so long. So, but if he does like make another series and just like what he said before, like in like his second live stream like 8 months ago, where he's going to like remake the series that got deleted, but unless he forgot about that,
Uh,
he
I'll go ahead. Sorry.
no, you can go ahead.
Um, I do agree. It is indeed quite respectable. It is very difficult for YouTubers who specialize in very certain content, especially if it's one specific type of content,
Oh
to break
yeah,
away from that, especially if their entire
yeah.
audience is based off that. So the fact that he's willing to break away is
The Victrola probably going to be bad.
is yeah, is quite commendable though.
Yeah,
Another point is, obviously we've talked about his not compliant. I'm sorry, his accomplice, Ultra Slogo, or otherwise Nick.
yeah,
Among that, he has quite a lot of other accomplices. Leo, Nick's brother, Go Go Kitty themselves, which is technically an accomplice, but I don't believe they work as much in the system as the others do. A certain Kathy, I believe her name was. A Nathan, a Brandon. But
Kathy.
yes, they used to be a part of it. Used to be a part of it quite a while ago, but I do not believe that they're integrated anymore.
I don't think they were like in the episodes I've
No,
seen.
no, they were not in the episodes, but I believe they were part of a creative team. I'm unsure. The research on them is rather stringent.
Are you going to like
Otherwise,
interview them later?
I want to. We have to see if they can. Otherwise, back on the point is this: despite the fact that the UMA in writing is quite large, I at least rarely see any inclusion of any of the other members apart from Fernando himself, Nick, and then sometimes Leo. Whilst the other members do exist as characters, I never see them actually there within the streams, part of the creative team. Do you believe that these other UMA members actually not only exist but actively participate in the creation of the UMA, or is it just a two-man show by Slogo Man and Mega Man, while the rest are just simply used as characters?
I think it's kind of all of the above in a way. Like they start like the Ultra Mega Army with this. They had like Nathan on board. They had like Leo on board, and then they slowly like grow away. I don't think Nathan even knew about it.
All right, so your mark on the subject is that they were together, but just simply drifted away from time.
Yeah, so it's now just Mega Man and X Ultra Sluggo.
Okay. Continuing on the UMA's members, in some live streams, in fact, most seen in that exact live stream we were talking earlier, where Slogo Man mentioned his ability to heal. Slogo Man made comment of many many aspects of Mega Man's video that he disliked. Among that, also claiming that uh, a lot of the characters and character deaths specifically were idiotic because of the fact that his character could heal. Now, that
I'll be honest. Their relationships is kind of really toxic, to be honest.
yes, I saw that too. I plan on talking to him about it if he's willing to
Yeah,
open
like
up.
sometimes they argue about stuff that doesn't really need arguing, and sometimes get really aggressive about things.
Yeah, I've
I've
seen.
seen the live streams.
Oh yeah, hopefully that'll be cleared up with their interview. Despite that,
Yeah,
on my original point, obviously they argue about it a lot. From what I can glean based off that, it doesn't seem that Ultra Slogo actually has that much, if any at all, creative power on Mega Man's content, despite the fact that he's there.
yeah. I mean, like they have their own series
Yeah.
of each other. So
Do you
like they,
believe that Mega Man has any control over Ultra Slogos, or that the fact that they don't have any power over each other's characters leads to a lot of issues. The best way I can explain this is with an example. For example, let's say Mega Man has Slogo Man turn evil,
yeah,
and
like
because
like,
Slogo Man has zero impact in how Mega Man's Slogo Man acts. If Slogo Man sees, I'm just going to use Nick because that's an easier way. If Nick sees Fernando use Slogo Man in a way he doesn't like, that can cause a problem. Do you believe that there's been problems like this before, or that there's currently a problem going on the way Slogo Man is being created or treated?
yeah, yeah. I guess so.
All right.
Like crap. How do I find my words for this one? Hmm. Continue talking.
All right. Otherwise, I don't know if I have any questions left, but I do have a question particularly. I'm going to be contacting Fernando about this. He is most certainly going to know that this interview has been done prior. There is a significant chance, considering your less than amenable comments on his content, that he is going to attempt to make a response video or directly contact you about this. If he does, what is your plan?
Upload it anyway because he did the same for me.
Okay. So obviously you have some past issues with him.
Yes, he uploaded a video about me without my permission.
I see, I see. That could cause a rift. Otherwise, if I can remember my last question.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah. I really should write these down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, until I remember that last question, I believe we're done here.
We are.
Yes. It's not a long interview, it's just a quick
Movies?
summary.
You're not gonna ask me about my movies?
Like I said, I already said. I suppose as a last question, would you like to give a shout out to some of your movies or animes?
Hey yo, shout out to the Nerve. Shout out to the Monsieur Krabs movie, Crab Coron. Shout out to Holden Taker. Shout out to Kid Nation, horror movie. Shout out to the Gibby movie. Shout out to the Holden movie. And shout out to Holden in Space.
All right. It seems there's the last question I can slap. It seems that out of topic from Fernando and the Mega Man thing entirely. I'll just put this as the last comment for you and for the audience because I imagine they're also suspecting this. You seem to be a one-man army creating a insane amount of franchises in what seems to be an MCU strategy of creating a ton of movies in advance with a planned out storyline, assuming that your first movies would do so well that they will catapult the other movies into the spotlight. Do you believe, one, that the first movie will in fact garner enough support in order to let these other movies expand? Two, have you already started creation of these other movies, or are they in a work in progress or a conceptual phase while you wait for your other movies to be created? And three, are you truly a single person doing this, or do you have a team in the background helping you create these?
Well, I'm kind of like a one-man army. I do like my like own anything.
All right.
Sort of like I had to like copy like images off the internet, like grab like PNGs of characters, like erase the background of them, and make like an entire new transparent PNG, and
Huh.
then make an entire movie about it. It's kind of hard.
So you're a one-man army.
Yes, like the Kurama Quran took like 2 years to make.
All right. For question two, that was, have you already created all of these movies, or have you created only a couple of them and have the other movies in a conceptual stage?
They're already out, man.
You've created them all?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean I'm starting phase two.
okay, okay. I was confused how many movies were actually out by now.
They're like seven out.
Okay,
Oh
and
yeah, shout out to Persona,
is
which is
that
a movie I'm making.
okay?
No, it's already made. It's already made. Like the last surprise. I think it was called.
I didn't know if you were referring to the game or.
No, I'm not referring to the game,
And
although it's a pretty good
lastly,
game.
I did not realize how many movies were created, but since you already have phase one out, I guess I'll restructure question one. Question one originally was, do you believe that your first starting movies will indeed catapult the rest? But they obviously have. Uh, have they catapulted these later movies as well as you intended, or have they become even more fame grabbing, or are they not as attractive to audiences as you desired? How is that?
I mean, I'm just going with whatever's going in my mind right now. It's like connected to the entire story.
All right.
Like phase one's connected to phase two, while it's connected to phase three. It's like connected to all the phases that I'm currently making, and like it's connected to one specific movie I am making. That's going to be like a very very emotional movie.
All right.
Even though it's see from my movies content, it's just like stupid ass shit happening all the time. Hitler's back.
Oh yes, I forgot. Well,
Hitler's
Hitler's
what?
back.
Hitler's the
Uh,
main villain of the Kravakram movie,
I
but
almost forgot. Yeah.
really ain't.
Oh, I remember my last video. This not video. Sorry, question. This is perfect in reference. This is back to Mega Man. You criticize Mega Man 690 quite a lot for using other franchises' characters, but
Yeah.
in your own movies, they are mostly made up of other franchise characters. Krabakuran is mostly made up of not Squid Games. I'm sorry, SpongeBob characters along with Phoenix Wright and Stewie Griffin. Horn Taker obviously has a lot of Hell Taker characters. You use your other franchises characters not as much, but to a considerable degree. Do you believe you are a hypocrite for calling him a bad story writer for using other franchises characters, whilst you do the same?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked this question. So first of all, I'm not a hypocrite. I don't think I am, because I made it characters. Because I know how to write them. I know how to make some of the characters different from how they were in the games, like in shows, but somehow keeping their character. It's like in a what if scenario. But the difference is, Fernand just rips off the entire movie. He's like that he inspires to make. He just rips off like assets like Endgame, No Way Home, Avatar, like all of the movies he has like in his mind or like games. He just copies it all the same and then puts it into a season.
All right,
I
so
don't.
your point is that you are not that your content, while it uses the likeness of other franchises characters, you separate them by greatly changing their personalities, their behavior. Whilst
Yeah,
he not only rips off directly the characters and their personalities, but also entire storylines of their franchise.
I mean,
Thus,
like I sometimes keep some characters like the same, but I don't rip up the story itself.
okay. Well, otherwise, that would be the end of a video. Thank you, not video, sorry, interview. I guess both. Thank you so much for agreeing to this interview.
Yeah,
And
I said it's the same. Yeah.
yep. And thank you, well, for creating your content. It is very enjoyable.
Thank
I,
you. I didn't watch it though.
not yet, no. Though I have watched
How do you know?
Kuraba Kuran. I have watched Kuraba Kuran.
How was it?
Oh, I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Surprising.
Now, again, thank you very much. I do hope that you will see my interview with Fernando, also known as Mega Man 690. Hopefully, that will give you some insight on him, his side of the story, and maybe, if not change your perspective, help you with your research.
It's probably going to help me with my research. Change my aspect? No, probably won't.
All right. Well, if anyone here would like to see that interview, please stay tuned to this channel. I assure you, it will be most interesting. And thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.